Yo, this is Jullian Boothe, Love and Hip Hop, CEO of Fast Life Entertainment in the Village Film Studio and Recording Studio, the Village Film and Studio and Events. Now, Julian, how did you get your start in the music industry?
Hey, this is your man Julian Booth, aka Jew Boy, as the streets call me, representing Fast Life Entertainment till I die. The question was, how did I start as a manager? I was an A&R rep, and I was the vice president of Luke Records and Slip and Slide Records for a few years. As I was at Slip and Slide, we started noticing that we handled a lot of the managers' jobs, and I worked with a lot of managers dealing with the artists. When I decided to leave Slip and Slide, I started my own management company, knowing that I had the skills to take an artist from the beginning and taking them to the top. Working with Luke also was a great experience, taking artists from from the beginning and creating a sound and creating marketing plans for them and being able to guide them to stardom. As far as the tunnel, I'm always somebody who's looking for new artists. My passion is breaking artists. I love working with new artists. I love giving artists opportunities, even if I can't help them all the way. I know how hard it is for artists to get help because in the beginning, no one really believes in you. So I always feel like let me try to help guide you and or help you get to the next step in your career. So the tunnel is a way for me to discover new artists and also just to give the artist an opportunity to come and rock a huge stage in front of hundreds of people, giving them more confidence, learning how to work the stage. And also, I bring down my A&R and executive friends to watch them because you never know. One of my good friends is Young Money, who is the A&R for Rolling Loud, and he's the one who picks the new artists for Rolling Loud. So someone like himself could see you, and next year you could be on Rolling Loud. So those are the opportunities I like to bring for the tunnel. And as soon as this virus stuff is over, we'll be back open for a huge tunnel festival that we're gonna have. We're gonna have 2 and 3 stages at my venue and really have an incredible event. My hand sanitizer, man, easy hand sanitizer. If you need hand sanitizer, I have a distillery in Miami where we're cranking these things out just to help the people. So you can always hit me in the DM, and we ship out and we deliver depending on what part of the planet you're on. So, during these crises, man, you always have to adapt to things that are needed. And right now, hand sanitizer can be life saving. So, Fast Life Entertainment, we always provide. So, we have the easy hand sanitizer. If you need it, holla at me and I'll get it to you overnight. I met Luke. I was working at my first internship was this company called Entertainment Resources. It was Jermaine Dupri's father's company. We had Chris Cross, we had the Brat, we had Jermaine Dupri, um, and Luke came a little bit later toward there before they ended the company. And I used to go over his office and drop off documents and do little things here and there for Jermaine Dupri's dad, for Jermaine Dupri's dad. And Luke saw me and just felt a great energy and spirit about me. And he asked me what I do, and I said whatever it takes. So he hired me on the spot, and that's when I started with Luke. And he bumped me up to an A&R position. And the first artist that I signed was Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide Pitbull. I saw the vision in him 20 years ago, and 20 years later, look at the man. So it's been a great ride, an incredible run for him. And Luke was an incredible mentor, and I always tip my hat to him.
So now, Julian,
All right, no problem.
now,
Yeah.
since we got this COVID-19, I see you done flipped the game. You know what I mean? You got virtual clubs, all of that, man. That's like innovative, man. Talk to the people about the DJing, virtual DJing if you're going to have a party, man. That was dope right there. That was tight.
I appreciate it, man. Listen, man, the one person that I listen to a lot, funny
Right.
enough, even though he's in a completely different genre and space was Bruce Lee, man. And the one thing he says is that you always need to be like water. And for some reason, that
Real
always
talk.
stuck with me. And what that means is, no matter what's going on, you have to be able to adapt to your surroundings. So
That's correct.
anything that happens in life, man, I adapt very quickly. And with this whole virus stuff starting, you know, you can't stop your business, man. You have to think of innovative ways to keep things going.
That's
That's
right.
the only way you're gonna win. So just as it started, you know, I have a vodka distillery here in we literally stopped making vodka and we started making hand sanitizer instantly. As soon as we heard that they were sold out, we started making it.
You know what's crazy? I didn't mean to cut you off, bro, but I peeped that on your Instagram. So you could elaborate to the people in depth.
Yeah, man, listen, it's a shortage right now. Companies have completely sold out. And funny enough, I'm sitting there with, you know, we make alcohol. We have my partner. He's the owner of Toast Vodka. So I'm a partial owner into the brand. And we sat there and I asked him, I was like, can we make hand sanitizer? Because, you know, it's alcohol-based and water. And he was like, yeah, you know, we can.
Yeah, let's run with
so
it.
We just started cranking it out. Yeah, so we're selling. If you need it, hit me up. And then with the
definitely,
virtual
we
club,
need some.
No, let me know, man. I got it.
The
virtual club, you know, people are stuck right now. You know, they got no way. DJs have no way to make monies. Brands have no way to promote. So I decided. I said, you know what? Let me give an opportunity to artists and to labels and tastemakers to be able to come to your living room. The best guy doing it right now, man, is Tory Lanez. I got to tip my hat to this guy. He's really changed this whole thing he's doing with the quarantine radio. So when I started seeing things like that, I said, let me give an opportunity to people who are creative and give them a space where they can party and give the same vibe as if you were in the club. So I took a lounge, I took a room in my complex, and we just turned it into a club. And I have like one DJ or two DJs come every week and just party, and we just live stream it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Now, talking about the tunnel, what's crazy is I always see you writing quotes, you know what I mean? And I commend you for that, you know what I mean? Like having determination and living out your dreams and being an entrepreneur. Now, with the tunnel, that was a dope concept, too. That was a tight concept because, you know, you bringing the people, you bringing the attention. And how did that transpire, like, far as, you know, the artists coming through, the meet and greet, and performances?
I wanted to give an opportunity to artists because I know how hard it is as an artist to get the attention of people like myself. You know, a lot of the A&Rs, a lot of the executives, you know, you can't really reach out to them. You know, you're not going to get a response back. So what I wanted to do was a lot of these A&Rs and these managers are friends of mine. So I said, you know what, guys, I'm going to fly you in. I'm going to put you up. All I ask from you is just come by for, you know, an hour or two and watch these guys rock the stage. And I want to be able to give the artists a stage as if they were at Rolling Loud. You know, let them perform in front of hundreds of people and really rock the crowd.
That's real, bro.
Because when you watch somebody perform, man, it can change your perception of the artist than you just hearing a song on your computer. When you see them live, man, it gives you an experience. And as a new artist, people don't know who you are. So why not perform in front of other artists to support you? Because they're in the exact same place you're in. So, you know, the support level of the whole venue, and the tunnel is so high. The energy level is high because everybody's there to support each other and network. So it's been a great event. I was supposed to be doing the second one in May, but, you know, with this virus, we're going to wait and see how long it lasts. And the next one I'm doing is going to be big. I'm doing like 3 stages. I'm doing the same thing with the artists. I'm giving opportunity to models so they can, you know, get, you know, Fashion Nova contracts or Pretty Little Things contracts. And with the artists, I'm going to have an outside stage and an inside stage so we can do more performances So it's definitely going to be big.
Definitely good. Now, what's crazy is when you was talking about like reaching out to people, and I commend you for even, I reached out to you and you hit me right back. I respect that because I feel like even me as having a radio show, it's hard to get to certain people, but I respect you for that, bro. Real talk, and for what you're doing. And, giving people opportunity, because I feel like a lot of people don't even give people opportunities no more, or at least be hands-on. Now, I seen that you actually signed a couple of artists, and you making an album with them and videos and stuff of that nature?
Man, from the tunnel, I signed this kid literally just the other day. His name is Friday the 13th. Super dope kid, man. He just graduated high school.
That's what's
18 years old. So I'm working on his project right now. My other artist, Dej Rose Gold, I just signed her also. She actually was supposed to come to but a friend of mine told me, yo, you got to check this girl out. She's incredible. And let me tell you.
I was feeling the music, too.
She's the next superstar, man. I'm telling you. She's from Palm Beach, Florida. She's got a lot of, social media presence. She's about to be big, big, big.
And definitely we're going to get into a track. Speaking of that, let's get into a track right here. Let's go. We shutting it down, man. Shut them down radio. We rocking out with Miami-owned Jullian Boothe. This is Dej Rose Gold featuring Shoney. Still So Sick. Let's go. Yo, that was fire right there. Real talk. I like that remix, man. More fire. Now, Jullian, you come originally from Miami?
Actually, I'm originally from Jamaica.
Okay,
but I was raised in I was raised in Miami, but I was actually born in Jamaica, Kingston.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about, my G. So, growing up in Miami, because Jamaica's not too far from Miami, you know what I'm saying? It has a huge West Indian presence. What kind of music did you grow up on? That motivated you to, be a manager and stuff like that nature.
Thankfully, man, I got a great taste of everything, man. When I first moved up here, obviously reggae music, dance hall, because it's Jamaica, but hip hop was very big down there. But I was lucky to be always around a lot of different people growing up. So when I first moved up here, I was actually a lot of friends with a lot of white kids. So I end up listening to like pop and rock and just everything that they were listening to.
Real diverse.
And then when I hit more middle school, I got more back into, more my crowd. And got more into the hardcore hip-hop, NWA, all that stuff. So it's been a variety of music, man, from the beginning.
Right. Now, a lot of people, especially with managers, I always hear people say it's hard. And I know it's a daunting task to be a manager. What are the pros and the cons of being a manager?
Managers can be a very thankless job. A manager is somebody, who believes in the artist way before the artist is famous. And
I agree.
Unfortunately, what happens a lot, and you see it, I'm not going to spit out any names, but there's another artist that, fell out with their manager or their label just recently. And a lot of times what happens is, you find this artist, you're working with them for a year, 2 years, 3 years, they get famous from all the hard work that, both parties put in, but usually the manager is the one guiding them and helping them with the moves. And then when they get famous, things change because when you're hot, you got all of these other people in your ear. So all of these new people start coming around you, and they start, whispering in your ear about this and that, and, we can do this better for you, and da-da-da-da. And sometimes these artists get confused because they start, it always starts as we did it, and then it turns into I did it. It was me
right on that one.
So unfortunately, it's part of the game, and I've seen it firsthand. I've dealt with it all my career with different artists who you feel that have your back and would never leave you, and 2 seconds later when they get hot and they get money in their pocket, the things just change.
Right. Yeah. See, I'm from the era where loyalty is everything, you know what I mean, and respect is
Absolutely.
everything, you know what I'm saying? So we built like that. So Shut 'em Down Radio, it's not just music, but it's about talk, and it's all about the artists, managers. This is the platform here. Now, I know you dealt with Pitbull, and you got a restaurant together. Could you elaborate to the people where it's at, and also how did it start?
Let me tell you something about this guy, Armando Perez, a.k.a. Pitbull.
Right.
One of the most loyal people I think I've ever met in this business.
That's
this guy, and his and I's story is very deep. Just a real quick history lesson. A lot of great things happen. And I'm not going to say that he would have that we're never going to know if he would have, had it not been that he met me. Because two incredible things I did for him.
Right.
Two incredible things that I did for him was obviously introduce him to Luke, and he signed him, which led him to the introduction of Little John, who brought him over to TVT Records, and then he signed with TVT Records. And then, more importantly, a lot of people don't know this, I had an album that TVT tried to stop. And we end up, unfortunately, having to sue TVT. And we won.
Damn.
We won.
You about your business. I respect that.
Yeah,
wow.
they tried to stop the album. I told them I had the rights, because, Pitt was signed to me at one point. And I said, well, I had the rights. He said, no, you don't. We fought in court 2 years. We won the case. He owed us 9.1, and his company went bankrupt. Now, it sucked because we never got the money. But what that did, it's a crazy story. If I had more time, I'll really go into detail.
You got it, man. We talking. Yeah, right.
So when we sued him and we won, he said, I'd rather not pay you. I'd rather bankrupt my company. So he bankrupted the company.
Damn.
But what that did was let everybody go out of the contracts because the company now was gone, and it laid all his artists free. So Pitbull was free, Yin Yang was free, Little John was free. Everybody was a free agent. And then Pitbull dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, uno, dos,
I remember.
cuatro, Tayocho record. Right. And that's when he became Mr. Worldwide, and he signed to Sony Records, and he became the worldwide star he knew that he could be and that I knew he could be. And here's the crazy part about that story. Right before that happened, he went to Steve Gottlieb, that was the guy's name, and he told him, why don't you release my music overseas? I'm an international star. And he told him to his face, he says, no, you're not. You're a local artist, and we're just going to sell your records in the United States. No, you'll never work overseas. There's no point to do that.
Right.
So had it not been that I sued him and won, Pitbull could have had a whole different type of career right now. So anyways, I say all that to the original question with Pitt and the restaurant. I teamed them up with there's a restaurant chain down here called Miami. It was called Miami Subs. I joined Pitt, and we did a partnership deal, an equity deal into the brand, and now it's Miami Grill. And I think at the time we did the deal, they had like 30 stores, and I think we're at 200 now plus worldwide. And
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, it's been incredible growth with the company. And what that did was he started his own restaurant now that he has on South Beach, and he has another restaurant in Dominican Republic. So kudos to that kid, man. He's an incredible friend, an incredible partner of mine. And, our friendship lasts the test of time.
That's what I'm talking about. And also what's crazy is, I'm going to just interject with this, that, he comes from a communist country, too. So that's kind of crazy. You understand?
Yes.
Like making that transition. Right, making that transition because, freedom and rights and saying what you want to say, like the Second Amendment is bullshit. We all know that already. We already know. We don't even have to go there. But, I commend y'all because y'all keep striving and being innovative and changing the narrative of the game. Now, you deal with a lot of artists, too, like Pretty Ricky, Pleasure P. Rodriguez, Justin Roberts, Quote, Pitbull, Amora, Trina. Now, this is the whole thing with dealing with artists. Like, far as showcasing their talent and shows and stuff of that thing. Now, were you big into tours? You know,
Absolutely.
back in the day? Okay.
Yeah. We were able to. I've been on a few tours. I was managing Waka at one time. We toured all of Europe with Steve Aoki 2 times.
Okay.
Which were incredible tours.
Right.
Definitely, Luke was on tour a few times. Funny enough, the crazy part is, Trick and Trina never really actually was on a national tour, as crazy as that sounds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, I mean, obviously they performed at a lot of, concerts and dates, but not like a tour. But, throughout my career, man, just different artists, we've definitely hit the road and done some incredible things.
Right. Now, right now, what ventures are you into now? Like, far as, like, what you're dealing with in this present day?
Right now, man, it's all about the Village Film Studio. I'm definitely working on some movies and some TV series. I'm heavily into that. Funny enough, when I first started in the business, that's actually what I wanted to do, was directing, writing, and producing. I really actually ended up in music completely by accident. There was an internship that I had to take and get credit for in school, and I just ended up being good at it. So I just kind of stuck with it. But now that I'm able to go back later on and do my films, now I definitely have the music side to help me put the film side together. So definitely in the next year or two, I'm going to have my first project coming out. So we're definitely working on that.
Oh, that's
and
I
signed for all you guys who know the movie Shatas. It's like a Jamaican version of Scarface.
I know Shatas, definitely.
Yeah, I manage him now. He's one of my partners. He's my first director that I'm managing, Seth Silvera.
Oh, that's what's up.
We're working on Shatas 2. We're putting that together as we speak. And the Top Shatas TV series also. Right.
So is it going to drop on Netflix or, what you call platforms will it drop on?
That's what we're working on now. Usually what happens is we shoot the project first, and then we take it around and we, shop it for the best deal.
Right. So now, Jullian, since you said you're signing artists, are you still signing artists? And where can people submit their music to?
Yeah, listen, you can always hit me up on my DM, Jullian Boothe, Jullian Boothe. I respond, as quickly as I can to everybody. You can email me your music. You send me your best song. I don't need like 30 songs. Some of your best 2 records.
Yeah, real talk.
And your Instagram, and I'll definitely check it out. And if it's something that piques my interest, I'll definitely hit you back.
Now, Jullian, let me ask. I always want to ask from a manager perspective. Man, I love this interview because I never spoke to a manager, so I loved it. So I got to pick your brain on this one. So
go for it.
An artist sends you their music, right? What do you recognize as far as the email? In talking about, say, for instance, somebody sends you a song, but then they don't have the person that collabs with them. Do that irritate you? You got to do the groundwork on that. How you feel about that, bro? Because I can't.
It's tricky. I've been in every type of situation. I've had artists that make incredible music that didn't have personalities, and then I had artists that had incredible personalities but couldn't make music. I've had incredible artists that were just lazy, that didn't want to work.
Right, fact.
It's crazy. The thing about it is, I'm always going to take the artist who's going to outwork everybody. More so than I take the more talented artists, because I've had talented artists incredible to this day. I still commend them. You're an incredible artist, but you're too lazy. And in this business, there's too much competition to be lazy. You got to grind, and you have to outwork everybody.
Real talk.
Especially now that there's the internet, where anybody in the world can be an artist.
Right.
I mean, DJ Khaled this guy's winning Grammys.
Yeah, that's another game too, the avenue with DJing shit.
Yeah, DJing is like a whole nother monster, but basically These are people who don't even rap or sing, and they're still
And they
a
eat.
competition for you. Yeah. So you really have to be able to grind and work your ass off to be able to compete with what's going on out there.
Real talk. Now, speaking of Love and Hip Hop Miami, let's get into that right there. So with Love and Hip Hop Miami, what's crazy is like, yo, I respect, what you did on the show, you know what I mean, far as a manager, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to get into that?
Yeah, let's talk about it. I got no problem.
Okay, far as the show. So, like, shout out to Marla Negra, because we definitely did an interview. So shout out to her. She got nice music. I just played Underlay. The thing of it is, being a manager, you know what I'm saying, and then other entities come into it that's not a manager or in the music industry. How do you feel about that? You know what I mean? Far as, guiding somebody's career. No, I said, you're a manager, right? So other people that's not in your lane, you know what I'm saying? And they're, talking about the music industry and what you should do and what you should not do without experience. How do you feel about people? And there's no particular person. It could be a cousin. It could be the next door neighbor. How do you feel about that?
I always tell this, man, just do your homework. Whoever you're going to work with at the end of the day. And if you're going to trust this person with your career, and here's the thing, I'm not bashing the person who wakes up one morning and says, hey, I want to be a manager. Because I had to start somewhere, right? But the key of it is, if you're going to be a manager, you better go under and mentor under someone like myself or someone who's dope and learn the ropes before you go take an artist, because the artist is literally trusting you with their lives. And the one thing that nobody can return in life, you can give back money, you can give back anything else, but you can't give back time. And as an artist, your youth is what is appealing to these kids. These kids run the industry. So from 16 to 25 is your peak time. After that, when you say you're 30, that sounds like 80 to these kids.
Yeah, exactly.
So you gotta strike when you're young. So when you're signing up to somebody, just do your research, man. Be like, who's the last person you broke? What was the last success that you ever did? And just go do your research and really make sure that the person that you're entrusting your life with knows what they're doing, at least, to be able to give you a clear shot of winning.
Correct. Now, with your artists that you're dealing with, like what you call Pretty Ricky, I see that they currently got new music out. So are they dropping an album?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Pretty Ricky, man. Those are my brothers, man. These guys, the crazy part is they played me, Grind on Me, 12 years ago, or whatever it was, when I was the VP at Slip and Slide. And
it's a big hit.
I think we all knew that it was a hit. But at the time, Ted, the CEO, Ted loves more the hardcore Rick Ross, Plows, Trick Daddy type of rap. So he just thought it was too commercial. And, they were wearing the glitter suits, so he just didn't get it. But, man, the record was
but it's R&B, though.
yeah, exactly. But, man, listen, they got the record on the radio station. Atlantic flew down literally the next week and signed those boys. So, and we've always been friends, man. Pleasure, especially me and Pleasure. Me and Pleasure, have a real strong relationship. And, he understands I believe in him, and I'll always rock with him, because throughout all this craziness, even with the show, he always stood up for me, and he understands that during these times when nobody, when you're an older artist, sometimes labels don't want to spend money on you. And he always knows that I always go for the bank for him, and I always find opportunities. And when you have someone like myself who is willing to give that up for an artist, you really have to treasure that, because most people are not spending money on your dream. They're spending it on their own dream.
Real talk. Or trying to get money off you or whatever, you know what I mean? I mean, like I said, loyalty over everything, loyalty over money, because money comes and goes, you know what I'm saying? And this world that we living in now, we got to keep stuff in-house, if you know what I mean, far as, music, anything, you know what I mean? And definitely I respect, your entrepreneurship, because, that's real, you know what I mean? That inspires a lot of people, because I always see you putting up quote every day, dropping jewels for the people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times they go over their head. You know what I'm saying? You know, because life is life. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man.
definitely.
I try to inspire everybody, man. I'm when I wake up, man, I be extra motivated because at the end of the day, man, I know I'm going to be a billionaire. I already got the
That's
tools
right.
and the plan to get there.
Talk it into
And
existence.
yeah, you have to talk things to existence, and you have to, in your mind, have crazy dreams. Because if you're just thinking regular, then your life is going to be regular. And I would rather work every day of my life to an incredible goal than to sit one day and just be average. I can't go work no 9 to 5. I can't take no, you know. And I'm not dissing anybody who has a regular job, but I could just never do it, you know, because I'm just wired differently, you know. So I got to go for the gusto every single time, and I have the means to do it. And I've been up and I've been down, and I've had millions of dollars and I've had $0. But at the end of the day, my grind and my hustle is always going to get me to the top.
That's what I'm talking about. Man, we rocking out with Jullian Boothe, Fast Life Entertainment, man. Check in. Real talk, man. Shout out to all the listeners. You know what I mean? Real talk. Now, Jullian, yo, I respect that you called up to the show. Any closing words, bro?
Hey, man, follow me. Jullian Boothe, you know, is my Instagram. So all my social media, TikTok, all that good shit. I'm here, man. I'm for the people at the end of the day. So I always try to give as much information out as possible. I don't try to hold all the gems. I love to see people win, man, at the end of the day. So any which way I can help within my power, I always try to give back because I wish I had a me when I was coming up. And, you know, Uncle Luke and Ted Lucas and those guys gave me opportunities that were able to put me where I am now. So I want to always give back to the younger generation, even young executives or young entrepreneurs, everybody who wants to intern, anything like that, man. My doors are always open.
That's what I'm talking about. And you always got a platform. You could come to Shut 'Em Down Radio whenever you drop music, anything. You're welcome,
I appreciate that, my brother.
You already know. And one more thing. Could I have a drop for Shut 'Em Down Radio?
Yo, you're tuned in to one of the hottest shows in the world. It is certified because you already know Shut 'Em Down Radio is all about that fast life because that's what we live. It's your man, Jullian Boothe, a.k.a. Jew Boy, Fast Life Entertainment, CEO in the building. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Jullian, be safe, bro. You know what I mean? I hit you up, my G. You know what I mean? We're going to rock out with your artist song. You know what I mean? So let's get into the track right here. You already know. Age, Rose Gold, featuring Shoney, Still So Sick. Let's get it. Shut 'em down. Yeah.